Good morning, everybody. Actually, very early morning, 4:30 a.m. here in Austin, Texas, on the 15th of January, 2022. Happy New Year. Namaste, namaskara. Um, yeah, I guess I'm going to do another New Earth Ascension boot camp. You know, woken up with a volley of gunfire at 3 in the morning. Just don't really feel like going back to sleep. Well, what else are you going to do? I guess make a New Earth Ascension boot camp video. Thank you. So here we are. I believe at the last New Earth Ascension boot camp, um, we discussed service to self, service to other, things of that nature. And so right now, I'm going to continue on with understanding the nature of angels and the angelic realm. Personal ascension involves the transition from dark, deceptions and lies to the light, the truth, which means removing the cultural illusions that were engineered under the 3D spiritual law of duality and clearing away the misconceptions and myths that have been historically created by humanity's past. For this reason, the truth about the angelic realm was omitted from humanity, which is why angels are greatly misunderstood, including their nature and their role. Now, on earth, angels can be found in many mainstream religions, including Christianity, Judaism, Hinduism, and Islam, Buddhism and Islam. However, the term angels and archangels are human concepts. The word angel is a third dimensional phenomenon exclusive to planet Earth. It is an idea that originated from humanity's past and at a time when people had little or no understanding of the law of one. The distortion has become ingrained in humanity as a form of cultural programming. Angels are certainly messengers, but more importantly, they are multidimensional beings of light that serve a far greater function than protectors, guardians, and messengers. To understand the nature of angels, let's firstly summarize the evolution of the soul, shall we? You are a spiritual being, or a soul currently having a human experience. Presently, you are experiencing the third dimension as a human being for your spiritual growth here on earth. However, you have been reincarnating for thousands of years and selected a wide variety of different lives to advance your consciousness. By experiencing the 3D spiritual lesson of duality, where you have emotionally experienced and explored the highs and lows of every different aspects as a human being. Now, all the souls that participate in the reincarnation process on a particular 3D planet create an energetic sphere, home or family in the upper astral planes around the planet in the fourth dimension. A sphere is simply a dimensional realm which vibrates at a specific frequency. Each dimension has their own unique frequency. If you recall, we went over that probably in episode 2 of the New Earth Dimension, New Earth Ascension Boot Camp. Probably recall the brilliant intro music. A sphere is simply a dimensional realm which vibrates. Each dimension has their own unique frequency. So third dimension is going to have a little bit lower vibration, well, actually much lower vibration than the fourth and fifth dimension. So this home is commonly known as the spirit world, these dimensions. After each physical death on earth, you return home to the spirit world and either work as a guide for friends and family or begin planning your next incarnation. Within the spirit world, every soul has a specific rank or position, which refers to your overall level of intelligence, wisdom, and knowledge you have accumulated from many incarnational lifetimes you have had on a 3D planet, a prison planet like Earth. The term spiritual hierarchy refers to your position within the spirit world. This hierarchy can be visualized as a spiral consisting of the primary colors that correspond to the visible light spectrum. Your consciousness or soul has a unique frequency signature, which means your position corresponds to a specific color and overtone within this hierarchy. This means that you, or your soul signature, has a unique frequency. Each incarnation aims to advance your consciousness or soul signature to a higher frequency. A good example of this is when I heard the album Soul to Soul by Stevie Ray Vaughan. His soul signature basically spoke to my soul frequency signature, and that's what led me out of the active duty Army back in the late 90s. I was active duty Army in Hawaii, 1999, and had been a guitar player my entire life. Pretty much, so I was like 12 years old when I got my first guitar. But anyway, while I was active duty in the Army, I brought my guitar with me, but I never made no big deal about it. I just played to myself, basically, kept it to myself. But one day, some other, I forget how it happened, somebody walked by my room and I was in there jamming, and they were, I guess they were impressed and basically asked me if I wanted to join this band that they were wanting to put together for this Army Battle of the Bands contest. Well, I agreed to it, and then hell, for that whole rest of that year in Hawaii, we won this little band. I think we were called Last Resort. That was the name of the band. And, we played stuff like played Lenny Kravitz song, Pearl Jam. We did Yellow Ledbetter by Pearl Jam. We did some Eric Clapton, or actually Cream. Anyway, we ended up winning this whole. Anyway, that's Battle of the Bands. We won it. So, but I have Steve Ray Vaughan to thank for that, because he spoke to me. And so anyway, the spiritual hierarchy is the home for a wide variety of souls that incarnate on the planet for growth, learning, and for undertaking the role of service to others. But more importantly, it is the anchor point for evolving to the higher dimensions. The spiritual hierarchy around Earth today consists of different classes of souls, namely human and elementals, animals, the souls of animals. And most human souls are third dimensional and are here to ascend or raise their frequency to the fourth dimension. However, there are souls from higher dimensions, including the fifth and sixth dimension and above. There are many souls that actually originated from different galaxies, densities, and universes that joined Earth's spiritual hierarchy to participate in ascension or assist humanity with ascension. These are called star seeds. Souls from other spiritual hierarchies is not absurd. There are an infinite amount of souls and an infinite amount of spiritual hierarchies, each following different paths of evolution depending upon the lessons and experiences they have chosen. And these souls that have been ready to evolve to the next dimension to continue their spiritual growth came to Earth for that reason. The highest frequency that you can progress within the spiritual hierarchy is to the level of a fifth dimensional frequency. In the third, fourth, and fifth dimension, you evolve your consciousness by experiencing different lessons in a physical body. After you have mastered all those life lessons in the lower dimensions, including the fifth dimension, your soul signature finally achieves a higher frequency, which means you can finally graduate and ascend to the sixth dimension. At this point, your soul does not need to experience itself any further in a human body. Rather, you or your soul exclusively exist as a soul. In soul or spirit form, you exist as energy. It is pure consciousness which rejoins the universal consciousness or source, which means you are free to be everywhere and anywhere at once. Hence the term omni. This refers to consciousness existing in many places at once. All-seeing eye. This is the evolutionary process for all souls within every spiritual hierarchy. All souls progress and return to the pure consciousness. Simply visualize this evolution as the upward movement within this spiral of consciousness. When your soul reaches the sixth dimension, your learning has not yet finished. A new law governs your spiritual advancement. As a soul, you now exist and work together in unity within a single group, or as one large sphere of consciousness, with the shared understanding that you all agree to perform the same task, job description, and role together as one. Within this group, you completely see, I'm getting all very white now, y'all motherfuckers. Within this group, you completely see and feel each other's thoughts, feelings, and motives. The sixth dimensional spiritual law known as divine wisdom and divine love, which means that the group have chosen to all perform the same divine role and work together to guide, protect, and assist the spiritual hierarchy, are the souls that are incarnating on a particular planet such as Earth. It is the group's main focus to perform different functional roles and tasks to simply support and help humanity evolve their consciousness. These higher frequency souls have themselves completed the very same reincarnation process which has assisted them to achieve their higher frequency. So in return, their service to others now involves assisting younger souls, lower frequency souls, with their spiritual progression. The souls that have evolved and ascend above the planet's spiritual hierarchy create for themselves their own home around the spiritual hierarchy to undertake their contract of service. This sphere, which houses these higher frequency souls or consciousness, is known as the Celestial Council, or sometimes called the Cosmic Council of Light. Just as there are spiritual hierarchies across the multiverse, there are just as many celestial councils located at around different planets and located at different galaxies, dimensions, and universes beyond the third dimension. Celestial councils are consciously and energetically connected with a number of spiritual hierarchies in their own particular solar system and galaxy, and they are interconnected with all celestial councils across the multiverse. They are linked multidimensionally with spheres above and below. Outside of their dimension, this interconnected grid, gestalt or Metatronic matrix of spheres, 6D to 12D and beyond, represents infinite consciousness. Each council represents a single group complex, or one sphere of consciousness, and each council is responsible to function as the guardians, guides, and protectors for the souls that exist within any spiritual hierarchy. At this special time, Earth has literally several galactic celestial councils supporting, protecting, and assisting Earth and the spiritual hierarchy, including incarnated souls on the planet, human and elementals, or animals, non-incarnated souls and disincarnated souls. Reminds me, one of my favorite death metal bands was called, the name of the band was Disincarnate. And the album that I really liked from them was Dreams of the Carrion Kind. So this family of light, it is also known as the Confederation of Light, Galactic Confederation of Light, which simply is a galactic cooperative of spiritual beings that operate under the law of one, who work in service for the Creator and follow one simple rule. All things, all life, all of the creation is part of one prime consciousness. From a human perspective, the title gives the titles given to souls that have spent many lifetimes incarnating and have evolved to higher frequency have been termed angels or anges. These spiritual beings, or anges, are without physical form and do not exist on the earth plane. They are fully integrated and coexist as a unified group consciousness in the higher dimensions. They are androgynous, neither male nor female. They are our brothers and sisters. They are beings of light that exist in a vibration just outside of our own frequency, where they live as a one and assist humanity to spiritually evolve. Law of One states that there is no separation between you and any other spiritual being. There is no soul greater than another, and no person greater than another. Therefore, the notion of a higher order of angels denotes hierarchy, superiority, and rank. So do angels, archangels, and the angelic realm kingdom actually exist, or so do they? No, they do not. Like the terms heaven and God, these are simply human labels, names, and descriptions, which implies separation or the existence of something superior or divine entities greater than us. Any degree of separation is a manifestation of the humanity's ego. All right? When you truly accept and realize that every soul is equal and a divine expression of the Creator, then you do not need to use labels to describe higher frequency spiritual beings for the purpose of their identification. You, like every other spiritual being, has their own single energetic personality. But all of us are not separate. Rather, we are all one. Likewise, angels do not have wings, feathers, or have a grandiose physical form. Again, these images are a result of humanity's misconceptions and the continuing theme that everything celestial should be portrayed as patriarchal males. There is both a plural and singular aspect within the higher dimensions. In regards to the singular aspect, when you call or invoke an angel or archangel for guidance, healing, and or comfort, you are actually calling forward a single energetic expression, an individual fragment or totem from the source energy to assist you. You're invoking or speaking to an individualized portion of consciousness with a distinctive personality that matches your faith and beliefs. The angelic realm is simply plural for the source or the divine consciousness. This energy is devoid of ego and negative emotions. You may call these beings angelic if you prefer, but their divine role is to support us, and their fundamental purpose is to offer unconditional love at all times. When you consciously summon an archangel by name, such as Michael, Ariel, or Gabriel, this energy comes to you from the Celestial Council, the group consciousness from around the planet. Their energy can separate and manifest as a distinct personality based on your faith and beliefs, but the energy is truly one and from the same source. They manifest depending on the qualities you request, such as protection, healing, peace, and wisdom. Please understand that when you call on any higher entity by name, you are not summoning an individual, you are summoning a particular aspect or quality you want from within this one soul known as the source or oneness. Just like you and all other souls on this planet, you are simply baby angels. Let's hear it for all the baby angels. All right, so just like you and all their souls on this planet, you are simply baby angels who are taking the same journey to evolve to a higher frequency. You are destined to work within a 6D group sphere to assist, protect, and guide new and infant souls on a planet, or work independently and incarnate as a light worker on a planet and become a messenger of truth. A light worker is simply a higher frequency soul from a higher dimension, or what you call an angel. It should also be noted that most light workers on Earth are from your future. In the past, several groups of human souls previously ascended from Earth, or what humanity would understand as ancient civilizations. In other words, those souls ascended off the 3D timeline or time-space matrix refers to a cycle you experience for your growth, aka to expand or advance your consciousness. Okay, remember, this is boot camp, ascension boot camp, folks. Okay, so take notes if you need to. All right, do some energetic push-ups while you're at it. So here we go. Which humanity is currently experiencing and shifted to the 4D timeline to continue their spiritual path. Many souls decided to return to Earth and reincarnate on their previous 3D timeline and help humanity with their ascension. Assist old friends who missed the previous ascension express trains, and to help Lady Gaia shift to the 4th dimensional timeline. Me, I'm here to help squirrels. Ascension requires you to move your thinking and beliefs to the 5th dimensional consciousness. It requires you to start thinking that everything is one. Todos los entes es uno primero. ¿Entiendes, güey? Eres pobre porque quieres, güey. So, thinking that everything is one. This light worker is not asking you to abandon your faith and beliefs about God or angels. Rather, it requires you to accept the different groups that humanity had labeled as angels: guardian angels, ascended masters, Jesus, Buddha, Merlin, Isis, Mary, and archangels do not actually exist as separate individuals. They are beings of light that are multidimensional forms of integrated conscious energy. You are calling forward consciousness that manifests and takes the personality of an entity that is quite capable of interacting with you in the form that you believe. To accept this concept of oneness is frightening for many of you. However, it is your free will to support, agree, or deny the truth about the nature of angels. Compassion means that no person can judge you for your beliefs, because you are also responsible for your spiritual growth, and you have the divine right and total freedom of choice to follow that. Any beliefs from the mainstream religions. In regards to spirit protectors and guardians, a powerful team of spiritual beings constantly surrounds you. Your own spiritual team consists of your master, your primary guide. Your master is your very best friend from within the spiritual hierarchy that you selected to manage your incarnational contract before you came to Earth. All right, so anyway, I've already went over this part because I skipped over angels last time. So when you declare your intent to undertake ascension, it will be important for you to invoke and call on the higher dimensions to assist you. For that reason, when you need protection, guidance, healing, etc., don't be concerned about the mechanics of the higher dimensions. You only need to call on an entity which resonates with your inner being. For example, an archangel, guardian angel, guides, or your master. There's no right or wrong. Follow this simple rule, okay? Listen. Use a name that resonates with you, because you are simply connecting your being and conscious energy with the higher dimensions. In addition, the greatest gift you can give your brothers and sisters is your actual personal acknowledgement that they do actually exist and are always helping you. Okay? Remember, they are very happy to help you at any time, but you must have a genuine need for assistance, okay? And secondly, they cannot interfere with your life unless you consciously ask for help, because free will prevents them from interfering with your incarnation on Earth. All right, folks. So what is it? It's almost 5 a.m. Hopefully the bad people went away and I won't hear any more gunshots and I can get a little shut-eye. I'll call on Merlin to come and teach me some new magic spells, and we'll just all have a nice ascension to the new earth together. Okay, folks? Namaste.